Hey racers, JonRacer3 here today, back for another Hot Wheels case unboxing. This is like 2 days after unboxing the Hot Wheels B case. Today we just got the Hot Wheels C case in. As you can see, we've got some blue tape over the top, which doesn't happen a lot on these cases that I've noticed. But we've got some beautiful cars in here that I am super excited to unbox. So let's just go ahead and get started. Here we go. First up, we've got Skull Shaker in pink. I believe that is new. We've got Poison Arrow, which is another dumb airplane. You know we don't really like airplanes around these parts. And then Pedal D-Metal, which was a car in the previous case. So there we go, starting it off with 3 fantasy cars. Next up we have a 95 Mazda RX-7, a Greenwood Corvette, and a Hot Wheels armored truck, all from the previous case. Next up, we've got a tuned Chevy Impala, which is new for this case, and then the El Camino and Heavy Hitcher, which are from the previous case. There we go. We have this car in blue, looking very neat. Next up, we've got a Ford Escort Rs 1600 in orange. That is a beautiful looking car. We have the Jeepster Commando, which I believe is the main line for the Super Treasure Hunt, but I could be wrong. And then we also have the Embosser down there. All of these cars, I believe, are new to this case. So there you have it there. And the Escort, I believe, is the Hot Wheels ID car that should be in this case, which is very cool. Next up, we have a Chrysler Pacifica in red. I love the color on that Chrysler Pacifica. That looks very good. And then we have a 4GT and a Hyper Rocker from the previous case. I just noticed this is actually quite strange, but it looks like we have a car that's organized a little differently in the top row of the case. That's weird. I've never seen that before. Does Hot Wheels do that, or has this case been unboxed already? I'm not sure, but that is quite strange. Next up, though, we got the Sword Warthog, and then the RV there yet from the previous case, but now we have the Volvo 850 Estate. I love the colors on this thing. New for 2020 model, as you can see. And take a look at that. That is really cool looking. I love the look of that. Very, very cool. Next up, what do we got? We've got Robo Race Robo Car in red. I believe this is new for this case. It came out last year, so this is the 3rd color that we've seen it in, and I think it looks very cool. The Robo Race Robo Car is a very cool car to see, and then the other 2 cars were duplicates from the previous case. Next up, we got a 65 Ford Mustang convertible from the movie Thunderball 007. I think this is new for the case. I could be wrong though. Looking very fancy there. And then we have a Viper and an armored truck from the previous case. Next up, we've got Slide Kick Super Van and then Roger Dodger. I know this Roger Dodger is new for this case, and I love the paint on that thing. I love the black and gold liveries on any Hot Wheels car with the gray wheels too. That looks very nice. And then Super Van, I believe, is new for this case as well, with the king on the side. That is very neat. I like that. Next up, we've got a BMW K1300R, which I believe was from the previous case, but you know, it's a motorcycle. No one really cares about the motorcycles. Then we have Super Van and the Porsche Panamera, all cars that you have seen before. And then next up, we've got only 2 for some reason. We've got the Heavy Hitcher and then the Ford GT40, which was the main line for last case. And then I guess we got the Dodge Dart. That's new for this case as well. I've never seen a car packaged like that before. That is very strange, but there you have it. Very cool looking cars there. And then finally we have the GoPro X24, which was from the previous case. And then these 2 cars, we got Roller Toaster and then Total Disposal, are both new for this case. Roller Toaster being in blue now with that toast on the top, very cool. And then Total Disposal there, the tiny little dump truck, that is very cool. I like that, quite interesting. And now we go to the second layer of the case. Here we go. First up, we've got Power Rocket 2 Jet Z and then Slide Kick. All of these cars that we have seen in a previous case. Very nice. Now we've got another Dodge Dart, another Mazda RX-7, and then another Power Rocket. Very cool stuff there. interesting, but they're all cars that you guys have seen before. Next up, we have 8 crate Rockin Santa Sled and then Chevy Nova. We've seen the Chevy Nova that was in the previous case. We got 8 crate in silver and red. 8 crate was a super treasure hunt a while ago, and I think they might have actually changed the model on that. I'm not quite sure, but it seems a lot bigger than it was in the past. And then we have Rockin Santa Sled. This thing is so cool. I love this thing. It's got little wheels and sled in the front, and it's gold and we had a very nice Christmassy car. It looks like the gifts shift around when it is racing down the track. So that is very cool. Love that casting. Very interesting stuff. I like how Hot Wheels is going with some more unique stuff this year. That is always great to see. Next up, we've got Head Starter HW450F, a motorcycle, and then a Porsche 917 LH. Motorcycle and Porsche, you guys don't want to see those, you've seen it before, but we've got Head Starter in black and yellow there. Head Starter, I believe, has been a really fast car in the past when it comes to case races, so that is very interesting stuff. Next up, we've got another Volvo Estate, a Greenwood Corvette, cars you guys have seen before, and then we also have a Lancer Evolution with that Advan paint job. Love the wheels on this thing. I just love that, I think I pronounced it right, Advan. I love the sponsor that they do on these cars. There have been several cars in the past that have had this same sort of deco on it, so it's good to see another car with that same deco to match the set. Very cool stuff. Next up, we've got another Viper, another Total Disposal there, and then we also have a 96 Porsche Carrera in black. I don't remember if I got this in the previous case, but this was a recolor of a blue one that came out earlier this year and a white one that have both come out before. So very nice, clean looking car there. Next up, we've got another Rockin Santa Sled, a Porsche 944 Turbo, and then a Chrysler Pacifica. Very nice looking cars, but all cars that have been in previous cases. Next up, we got another Ford Escort Rs 1600, a Porsche Panamera Turbo E, and then a Batplane. Batplane is new. I have not seen that. As you can see, it says new for 2020 there. I think the wings might look like they changed, but I'm not quite sure on that. It's a Bat thing, so if Batman's your thing, then that is for you, but it is definitely not for me. Next up, we've got a Porsche 944 Turbo, we've got High-Tech Missile, cars you've seen before, and then we have Cruise Bruiser with that number 20 on the side, art cars, splattered paint, T on the top, very cool looking car there. I love the different wheels on it, makes it look like it is ready to crash into other cars. That is wild. Next up, we've got all cars we've seen before. We have High-Tech Missile, the Hollinator, and the Hyper Rocker. All duplicate cars there. Next up, we've got Dune It Up, Roger Dodger, and a Custom 71 El Camino. All cars that we have seen before again. Lots of duplicates in this case. And then finally, we have the Ford Mustang convertible in blue there, Cruise Bruiser, and then Dune It Up again. All cars that we have seen before, and that is the end of the case. So very, very strange stuff. We should have gotten a Hot Wheels ID Ford Escort. For some reason we didn't. I don't know why. It was also weird that we saw one of the cars packaged sideways. I've never seen that in an unboxing of a Hot Wheels case, which is very interesting. And then still no Super Treasure Hunt, which is very unfortunate, but you know, you win some and you lose some, and we've been losing for almost a year now. So we've got that going for us. But we're gonna be doing the case race for this next Wednesday. So if you want to see your car win, if there's one of the new castings that I said were new for this case, make sure you comment down below your favorite, which one you think is gonna win, and if it wins, I'll give you a shout out at the end of the next video. So there you have it. I don't know when I'm going to be getting D-case. I got overwhelmed with cases all of a sudden here, which I do like. It's pretty cool. I mean, whatever. But I'm really hoping for those exclusive Super Treasure Hunts and Hot Wheels ID cars when I switched over to the US cases, which is very strange that we have been empty thus far. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek. If you guys have been watching this all the way to the very end and just listening to my voice, just know I'm gonna start selling some of the duplicates here in cases of 32 or not 36 or 72, I think that's how many cars. Yeah, 72 pieces here. I'm going to start selling them. So if you guys want to buy some of these cars, all you got to do is just follow me on Instagram, or I'll be selling them on eBay. I will also post my eBay stuff on Instagram as well if you guys want to buy some of these cars. And hey, if you tell me that you're from the channel, I might sneak in a little special for you in these cases. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.